Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steins here, back with another video. This video is going to be about how to level up guide, and also how to make some credits early on in game to allow you to get some of those classes that you want to get early on or so. So basically, and also going to talk about how to get knowledge, which is another form of currency. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the equipments tab, and then we're going to see go to your equipments tab, and basically you're going to see that on your stats you're going to see the first thing is might. Might is your overall source of everything in for your character. Basically, the more might you have increases your health. It also increases your damage and your defense. It's basically the main component that allows you to properly level up. Now, as you can see, my might is like 12k, but then my level's 31k. It's okay. The more might you have, the more levels you get. It's basically just that. It's the gist of everything. The more might you would have allows you to get better weapons, probably with better stats on them that require a higher might. There are some weapons that would do that, which are raid weapons or raid gears, jewelry, or so, etc., etc. It will increase your character power, health, whatever stat is on it. It will increase it due to it being of a higher level and everything. Now to talk about how to gain the might. Basically, you gain might either from your cathedral or tower of knowledge. Now, for your cathedral is not a good source of how to gain might. Basically, you don't really want to put into your cathedral early game, because it's going to take a lot of your credits away and not give you as much might as you need. It's okay for your first level or so, right? Level it up once or so. I wouldn't even recommend it still, but it would be fine, right? But just don't do it as much. I don't really put nothing into my cathedral, to be honest. Now, we're going to go to the Tower of Knowledge. The Tower of Knowledge is going to be your main source of obtaining might. Your Tower of Knowledge takes two forms of currencies, credits and knowledge. You obtain knowledge from killing enemies in missions or in open world areas, and same with credits. But you obtain credits for completing quests, not for killing enemies, basically. And let's see, to also gain credits, you would go to your altar. Your altar gives you 10. You get to get gifts from your altar 10 times in one day, which will then give you credits, and at times, sometimes argents. Now remember, your Tower of Knowledge is your main key of how to level up, not your cathedral. Now, to also increase your might, you would go to your province tab on your campaign tab, and you want to go and look for the bastions. There's one bastion for each sector in the province, or for each provinces. Now, the more you complete the bastion, the more might you get. The bastions are a great source of getting might as well, but you are only able to do one mission or quest from the bastions once a day. And then there gets to a point, as you can see, on the very first bastion, I've unlocked the first 3, and now I have to wait until I obtain divine form to be able to continue with this bastion. So now I have to progress in my other bastions. Now with bastions, basically, your bastions give you, when you request the quest from them, it will give you about 6 quests. Upon each completion of those quests, you will receive might. And then it also gives you about 50 points to put into the bastion. Now, at times you will need about 1,000 points, which means you will have to possibly complete the bastion 1 to 3 times, depending on how much quests it gives you. And it doesn't always give you 50 points, it's just an estimated number that makes sense to understand. But in the end, you will still get a massive amount of might. Now, if you need to get knowledge, knowledge is obtained through, you can go to the regions tab. Now in the regions tab, as you can see, there were some gold icons there. Those gold icons over some of those were the knowledge that you receive upon completing the area and completing all the quests within that area for the first time. Note, the first time. Once you complete an area for the first time and you complete all of the quests in there, this is an open world area where it shows the aspect of being an MMO, a massively multiplayer online state, where you see that's why it's that's why it's an MMO, because that is an open world area. It will have a lot of quests, and the rewards for completing every quest will range from 20k, 30k, 40k, or 50k, depending on how many quests there are. If there's a large number of quests on an extremely large map, you can get up to 50k. But if it's a very small map with not that many quests, you will get 20k. Now, as I stated, your bastions are your main key. You need to focus on completing your bastions and also getting your Tower of Knowledge. At times you'll see that it's very difficult at getting the knowledge for your Tower of Knowledge. That's where you would go and complete one of these areas. Another thing you can actually use to get yourself some more credits and possibly a couple more 1,000 knowledge is your directives. I don't know what level you would be or prestige you would be that you unlock it, I can't remember, but basically your directives gives you a set amount of quests. You complete those quests, mainly they're going to be adventures, complete them, and then you will not receive might off this, but you will receive a lot of credits and a good amount of knowledge for it.